All right, I am extremely excited and passionate about sharing today's presentation with you. We've got some new updated results from some of our UK team, and we'll get those in just a minute. Before we do, I want to add this quick disclaimer. The statements of this presentation have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. Isagenix products. Oh, let me get my dog settled here. There we go. Isagenix products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Results not typical. Weight loss, muscle gain, lifestyle, and other results depicted in this presentation reflect the exceptional experience of Isagenix customers and should not be construed as typical or average. Results vary with individual effort, body composition, eating patterns, time, and other factors such as genetic and psychological makeup. In a study performed in 2012 by University of Illinois and Chicago researchers, studies lost an average of 9 pounds after 30 days on Isagenix system. The subject also had greater level of adherence and had more consistent weight loss from week to week compared to subjects on a traditional diet. The ability to earn income under the Isagenix team compensation plan depends on many factors, including an individual associate's business, social, and sales skills, personal ambition and activity, availability of time and financial resources, and access to a large network of family, friends, and business contacts. Isagenix cannot and does not guarantee any particular level of earnings. Even the associates who dedicate a significant amount of time, effort, and personal funds may not achieve a meaningful level of success. For average earnings, please refer to the Isagenix earnings disclosure statement at isagenixearnings.com. Now, I think it's very important at the very beginning of this presentation we read that disclaimer, because you want to be involved in a company that cares about compliance and cares about the future of your business. We don't want people out there making unrealistic claims, and so we don't. I will tell you that one of my best friends in Denver just sent me a text today and said, Chuck, this is crazy. 6.5 pounds. I won't tell you how long he started, but it was like 24 hours ago. No, seriously, we're not supposed to say the amount of weight and time, so scratch that last statement, but it's amazing some of the things that happen. That is a little unrealistic. I told him that the fat will just melt off, but not usually that fast. So here's the deal. We are in the right place at the right time because this company has a phenomenal vision. Jim and Kathy Coover, John Anderson, the original founders of the company, had this vision. It is to impact world health and free people from physical and financial pain, and in the process, create the largest health and wellness company in the world. Now, I think it's really exciting when you understand what they're talking about here. They're not talking about a direct sales company. They're talking about any company. So when you talk about any company, you got to be talking about Johnson & Johnson. They're the #1 health and wellness company in the world today. $70 billion a year in sales. So that's our target. That's where we're going as a company. I'm really, really excited about being a part of a company like that. This year, we're on pace to do our first $1 billion a year in sale. We'll talk more about the company in a minute, but let's talk about some industry stats that make this such a great opportunity for you. Number one, the weight loss industry. $15.9 billion industry worldwide. Energy, $121.1 billion industry worldwide. Performance, $31.1 billion industry worldwide. Healthy aging, $90.7 billion industry worldwide. These markets make up the 4 markets that Isagenix has product solutions. The Isagenix promise is simple. We have a no-compromise guarantee. What that means is when our formulators come to the company with the right formula to perform the task that needs to be done, the company promises not to tinker with that formula, not to weaken that formula, not to cheapen that formula, put in substitute products. We have a guarantee, the scientific support to give you the best products that are available in the marketplace today. Stan Yager will be with us in a minute, and he can go into a little more detail on the product, but basically, we're a company that's all about transforming lives. We have solutions to transform lives, and it starts with weight loss. That's how I got started. That's how a lot of people get started in our company. We were originally, at the very beginning, 15 years ago, a weight loss company. We're much, much more than that today. We also have energy, performance, healthy aging, and wealth creation. So when you're talking to a person, or you might be that person listening to this recording right now, whatever your pain point is, whatever your need is, the chances are Isagenix is going to have a solution to help you. Isagenix products really do work, and that's what's so exciting about this. I was with Herb Cepeda back in June when he was in St. Louis on a visit, and he was asking me about some of the transformation stories. I was just sharing them one after the other, and he just smiled. He looked at me and goes, Chuck, I've been doing this 9 years, and those stories never get old. It is so enjoyable to be making an impact in people's lives with products that really work. This study right here, this slide is from a study that was done by the University of Illinois at Chicago. They compared Isagenix to the Heart Healthy Diet. So they're not comparing Isagenix to somebody who's doing nothing. They're comparing it to a really good, well-known diet out there called the Heart Healthy Diet. Look at these results. Let me see. All right, got that muted. 56% more weight loss with Isagenix. 56% more weight loss with Isagenix. 47% more fat loss with Isagenix. And the key one for me, as I get in my mid-50s and start to really think about health in my second half of my life, is twice as much visceral fat loss. I'm here to tell you, I personally have released about 25 pounds in a relatively very short period of time, and then been able to keep that off. That's the most important thing, because I talk to people all the time that I lose weight all the time, but I gain it right back plus some. You're not going to experience that same rebound effect if you stay on the Isagenix products, because they have products that are built to last and a maintenance system. That's what we call it, literally. We call it the race to maintenance. We are backed with scientific research. Now, I could go into a bunch of research, but I'm not going to do that. There's a site I'm going to give you in a minute that has all the research. You can look it up yourself. Everything we're talking about here is validated with scientific research. We have 50 scientists full-time on staff around the world helping keep us ahead of the curve. We literally, when you talk about intermittent fasting, you talk about protein pacing, when you talk about these topics that are becoming mainstream now, we've been doing it for years. And what we're doing today, other companies will be figuring out years from now. Isagenix is ahead of the health curve. We also have something that's called the IsaBody Challenge. Now, when I first got involved in Isagenix, I didn't immediately get into this. This is one thing I regret. I wish I had. But recently, about 3-4 weeks ago, my wife and I got involved in this IsaBody Challenge. And now we're going from just having released the weight to now building muscle, dense muscle. And I can't tell you, it just makes, well, I can't tell you, I'm going to tell you, it makes you feel so much better and stronger. We're working on the gym. We just joined Gold's Gym about 2.5 weeks ago. And typically, a couple weeks into getting in training, I'd be so sore I couldn't hardly walk. We barely experienced the soreness because of the recovery products that Isagenix offers, the protein, the recovery products. Absolutely amazing. And the secret is getting out. It's still a secret. Even here in America, where we're doing extremely well, it's still a secret, and even more so in the UK. It is brand new in your country, the UK. Now, I'm going to focus on one pack here. There's multiple packs, but we're going to focus today on the premium pack, the Weight Management Premium Pack. This is the pack that our leaders have come into the business with. It's one we recommend. Now, there are smaller packs. If you're just a customer, obviously you might want to start with a smaller pack and put your toe in the water before you jump in. But if you're serious about this business, by the time we're done with this call, you're going to want to start with a pack that gets the most success for people in the business, and it's a premium pack. You're going to get the ultimate pack. It's going to, in fact, Miles, I see you out there. Miles, you personally came in with a premium pack. Do you want to tell people on the line real quick? You want to unmute your line, just tell people why you came in with a premium pack as opposed to any other pack that you could have bought? Let me unmute you, ma'am. Go right ahead, Miles.
Yeah, I bought the 30 days pack.
Why did you choose to do that?
Because I would like to lose weight.
And are you and your husband having any results with this phenomenal system?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. We are so very happy that Isagenix came to our life. It changed a lot physically, mentally, and emotionally.
Very powerful. You don't think about all that, but you're exactly right. And I'm going to get into that with some of these pictures here in a minute, the difference it makes. But I want to recommend this pack right here. It's called the Premium Pack. It contains everything you need to get started, plus enough to share with other people and some support material you'll need to build your business. So, Miles, thank you. I'm going to be showing a picture of your husband here in a few minutes, including the most recent one that I just got. I'm excited about that. So here are some different packs that are available on the weight loss side. There's also the energy side in the UK. But you can see that the premium pack, the top of the line, is 511 pounds. And for that, there's a BV. That's called business volume. So no matter which one of our 13 markets in the world you're in, all of our products are measured by business volume. And this premium pack is 313 business volume. there is a product introduction bonus of 66 pounds. 66 pounds. So let's recap these three numbers, and you can see the smaller packs here, but let's recap these three numbers. As a preferred customer, you have the choice coming in as a preferred customer or just a regular customer. A regular customer gets a 10% discount. A preferred customer gets a 25% discount. That's for an entire year, ladies and gentlemen. It is $29 US with a monthly replenishment order to be a preferred member. Obviously, you would translate that into pounds. The value is there. Everybody comes in as a preferred customer. It just makes sense. When they do, if you're the one who enrolled that customer, you help them get set up with their account, you are going to earn a 66-pound product introduction bonus. We'll talk more about that in just a minute. Those bonuses and other bonuses are based on BV. That just stands for business volume. Every product has a business volume. All right, so you can see different packs here. Again, we recommend the top end, but people can come in at whatever level they feel is necessary for them. I mentioned this site earlier. For more information about the scientific research and different product information, you're going to want to go to isagenixhealth.net. It's all right there for you. Amazing site. Now, this is my favorite part of the presentation. You're going to learn that if you will simply get the lookbook, is what it's called. It's in the ISA tools. You can also get a hard copy, but it's called the lookbook, and it's got before and after pictures. You just simply show your prospect the before and after pictures, and eventually they will stop you and say, look, I'm in. Get me the package. It's going to help me get those results the fastest. So look at these pictures. Now, what I want you to notice in these pictures is look at the difference in the countenance, the facial expressions after they've been on the product. And it's exactly what Miles said. It changes, not only transforms your body, but it's also psychological and emotional. Look at the pictures on the right, the faces, the confidence, the exuberance. We are transforming lives here. This is real. In fact, recently, I seriously have been, when people ask me what I do, I tell them I help put a smile on a person's face when they look in a mirror by helping people lose body fat. That's what I tell people I do. It really gets their attention. All shapes and sizes of people getting results with Isagenix. I want to take just a minute because this particular person actually put their numbers down. I want you to look at the weight. I want you to look at the inches. I want you to look at the dates, the clothing sizes. We're talking about serious transformation here, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to do a screenshot and look at this more later. It's an amazing before and after in a very short period of time. Look at this gentleman. The look of confidence in his eyes over there on the right. This lady. You can tell she's a happy person in both pictures, but look at that smile in the after picture. We put smiles on people's faces when they look in that mirror. Look at the smile on that lady. You think her self-image is like 10 times better now as opposed to the before picture? You bet. How about this lady? Look at the grit in her smile. Look at that confidence. I love these pictures. I love helping people transform their lives. I love having my own life transformed. They're looking better, feeling better. It's amazing. Look at this guy. Absolutely incredible what we're doing for people. I want to look like that guy on the right when I'm done with my transformation in my ISA Body Challenge. How about this? Now, it's one thing to look better and feel better, but do you think this guy has a better probability of living a little bit longer in his after picture than he does in his before picture? What state of health do you think he's in? How about this one? The dude looks like a sumo wrestler on the left, and he looks like a model on the right. Again, we are transforming lives. Now we're getting into our UK team. These are real people on our team. Now, the picture on the far left is Gabriel. He's actually on our call today, and that was when he started. Miles, is Gabriel right there with you? Let me unmute him. I know he's shy, but get him over there. Gabriel, all right,
He's-
Gabriel, we're so proud of you. Tell us about this transformation. Tell us about your transformation from your own words. I tell people all the time when I show them your picture, I say, look, Gabriel's a friend of mine. He's an honest man. He was not pushing his belly out and tuck it in. That's a real natural pose, and that's the two on the left. And now this newest one on the right, my goodness, you continue to transform and look better. Tell us in your own words your experience.
I just keep going. Just keep going.
How are you
And keep
feeling,
using
Gabriel?
the product, yeah. No, it's good, very, very good, yeah. And I feel something like 10 years younger. My feeling is something like 10 years younger now.
What's that worth to you? I was with a business owner just last week, and he was talking to me. He's very wealthy. He owns a very successful business. And he goes, Chuck, I'll trade a high energy day for money any day. How are you feeling? 10 years younger. I mean, that's just having more energy, right?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
So here's the deal. What you've got to learn to do now is transform that into passionately sharing your story with other people that need to learn about this product. Because the UK, that market is wide open, and it is the doorway in all of Europe. So what we need to do is get our UK team. You guys have had the great experience. Now we got to get out there and tell the masses about the experience we're having. Because, hey, I got to tell you, Gabriel, you look good, brother. Good job.
Thank you, Jack.
Here's another friend of ours, Joseph Font. Joseph on the left in the blue. Look at that belly. His wife teased him. Remy used to tease him about having a kangaroo. She called it a joey in the pouch in his belly. And she'd always tease him, you need to get that joey out. And look at that on the right. He texted her a little message. Wow, it works, honey. Because that was just shortly after we were there for the grand opening in the UK. Literally, very short period of time, he went from the blue to the red. And that's amazing. Joseph, congratulations. Great job. Miles, this is a great friend of yours, Joel and Letty. She had a big party. Why don't you tell us this story about how long it took her to achieve these great results and how happy she was at her party?
Yeah, she is absolutely. Actually, she's just worried about because she ordered the clothes ahead of time, and she really worried about how to fit in when during the big event. And then yeah, we just enjoying about taking Isagenix every day and measure it every day and so on. And when the time, the dates, so it's just the time that she fit in her gown, and she's over the moon. She absolutely thankful about Isagenix, and she's enjoying it always. She always say to everyone, it changed her life, it changed her outlook and everything, and she enjoyed that night. Really, it's magnificent.
Thank you, Miles. Appreciate you sharing. Michael, I see you've joined us today. I really appreciate it. I've got my enroller, my mentor on the line today. Michael, we got a couple more before and after pictures, but I can tell you're chomping a bit to say something. You want to share a little bit about what you've seen and maybe your own experience?
You know, I appreciate that, Chuck. I wanted to say hi, everybody out there in the UK as well. And, you know, I appreciate the opportunity to be able to share a little bit. I can tell you that I've been on the products now for 7 months. And for me, you know, like the other people that have talked, you know, it's really been life-changing. And I'll tell you what you guys can expect, because I know you guys have been on for just a little while now and have had really good results. You know, I literally started, I was 227 pounds when I started. I'm down to 202 now, so I lost 25 pounds. But what's happened in the interim for me is that not only, like Miles had mentioned or like Gabriel had mentioned, do I feel younger, I've got more energy, but also what's happened is completely transformed my life from a health standpoint. You know, now I'm just more nutritionally conscious of the things that I put in my body. And I will tell you that Isagenix has become, and the nutrition that it's provided me has become really my primary source of food. I would say that conventional food has really become my secondary source.
That's right.
And with Isagenix becoming my primary source, not only am I saving money on my groceries, so I'm actually saving money using Isagenix and being an Isagenix representative, but it's also helped me from, like I said, from a health standpoint, from an energy standpoint, from a weight standpoint. It's completely transformed my life. And so I just feel like, you know, I'm blessed for, you know, for finding this company and for what it's done. And you know, I can only tell you guys, that's just from a product standpoint. From a business standpoint, you know, I just sent you guys a story that was done of Jimmy Smith, who started with the company, was 74 years old, now 89. He's made over $57 million with the company. His family's made an additional $20 million. He was a butcher. That was his background. He was a butcher. Started with Isagenix at 74 years old. And so, you know, all I can say is you guys have a lot to look forward to with regards to how this product will continue to impact your lives, your friends' lives, your family's lives. And then if you basically go out and just share it with people, it's you share, we share, or we share, they share, repeat, basically. You just use that simple formula and share it with people. You can't help but to be successful and build an income that's going to last you guys the rest of your lives. So I appreciate the opportunity to be able to share. It's good to see you guys again in the UK. Thanks for letting me share, Chuck.
Michael, if you can stick around, and if you can't, I totally understand, but if you can, I've got some slides coming up that I think you could really add some perspective on. I think you'd enjoy. I see Mayette has joined us, and we just have a new slide with you. So, Mayette, I'm going to unmute you, and hopefully you can say a word. But amazing results, young lady. So tell us about your transformation, and congratulations. Great job.
Wow. Wow.
Oh, I was about to post the before and after because I've only noticed now after looking back my previous picture, I've only noticed the difference. I do feel the difference, and every time I look at myself on the mirror, but I didn't realize how bad it is after comparing the previous one. But I'm so glad. I'm so glad the improvement, and you know, for the timeline that I've been using, it's amazing, definitely.
Well, I told you the first time I met you that I thought you were going to be an ISA millionaire, and nothing's changed. So you and Letty, Eric, Joseph, I don't want Miles and Gabriel, the whole lot of you, I believe you're all going to be ISA millionaires, and that's what we're going to talk about next. We're going to transition now and talk about the money that you can make with Isagenix. And it's as simple as doing exactly what you all have done, and that's have a good experience and simply share that experience with other people. I'm going to show you how easy it is. It's called you share, they share, repeat. So let's start with the basics. First of all, you have to see if a person's a prospect. What does that mean? Well, if a person doesn't have a problem, if they don't have a need, then they're not a prospect. If they don't want to make money, if they don't want to have better health, they're not a prospect. Now, you might be saying, well, Chuck, everybody wants better health and everybody wants to make money. Not necessarily so, as you'll find out. You're looking for people that not only want that, but are willing to do something about it. So let's get into this, and fasten your seatbelt. I am going to need a little help here, a little compassion, because I'm going to be doing this in dollars. I was trying to in U.S. dollars and pounds, and I just got so confused both ways. I'm just going to do it in dollars, and then I'll ask you all to just convert it into pounds. And then thank you for doing that. And Eric or one of you guys, if you want to do this part in pounds only in the future, I'm more than happy for you to do that. But I'm going to do it in dollars because it's the way I do it every day. So basically, you come into the business, and let's say you get that premium pack. Here in the United States, we call it a value pack. That's going to give you the most value for your dollar. And then you share with a couple of other people. In this example, you share with, let's say, Mary on the left and Tom on the right. And let's say they both get a value pack also. Now, here in the United States, that would generate a $80 product introduction bonus. If I remember from the slide before, it's like 66 pounds. Again, that's going to be about the last time I do the translation there. So here we go. $80 product introduction bonus. Well, product introduction bonus is just the first time somebody buys a package, the company, Isagenix, pays you for helping set that customer up and getting them started. It's called a product introduction bonus. So in this example, if you sold 2 product introduction bonuses, one on your right team, one on your left team, you'd make $80 on the first one and $80 on the second one. But if you made both those sales in the same week, starting Monday morning all the way through Sunday midnight East Coast, New York time, if you make 2 sales in the same week, you get a double product introduction bonus. The last 2 weeks, I have enjoyed double product introduction bonuses. 2 weeks ago, it was 3 new customers. Last week, it was 4 new customers. So you're not limited to 2. You can have as many as you want. All customers 2 and above, you get double product introduction bonus. It's a great way to make some pretty significant money right away. So in this example, that's you sharing. You're sharing. You're getting a couple new customers. When you get 2 new customers, your first 2, you put one on your right, one on your left. That makes you a consultant. So if you're brand new, Ian, if you're brand new on the phone and you're listening, nothing matters other than you having a good product experience and you becoming a consultant. That's all you have to focus on. All the other noise you hear about is irrelevant. Focus on a good personal product experience and focus on going consultant. 1 customer on your right, 1 customer on your left, and then all 3 of you, you and your 2 customers, doing at least 100 BV per month every 30 days. All right, that's the you share. Now the they share. And this is what separates the people that are going to make a lot of money from the people that are going to basically get some of their product paid for. When you can learn to teach your team to also share, you become what's called a manager. So when your 2 become associates and they get 2, they're going to get the same benefits you got. They're going to become a consultant. They're going to get the bonuses you get. They're going to earn the product introduction bonuses you get. But when you get 2 person-enrolled consultants, you're going to become what's called a manager. If you do that in your first 60 days, you're going to get what's called a Crystal Manager bonus. Several of you on the call have earned that. Congratulations. I want to congratulate you on doing that. It's a phenomenal achievement. In the United States, it's $250 US to be a Crystal Manager. Also, every time you help one of your personally enrolled associates become a consultant, they're going to get that consultant bonus of $50, just like you got when you became a consultant. So first rank advancement bonus, consultant, $50. When you help one of your personally enrolled associates become a consultant, they're going to get that rank advancement bonus, but you're going to get double that. You're going to get $100 US in what's called a coaching bonus. So if you help 2 people in this example become consultants, that's $100 each for coaching bonuses. That's $200. So you add all those up. $50 for becoming a consultant yourself, $160 in product introduction bonuses, but because you got both in the same week, it doubled to $320. Then you add $200 in coaching bonuses, $250 in a Crystal Manager bonus, and I didn't even mention if all 3 of these people on both sides bought value packs or premium packs in the UK, that's another 2 cycles that you would earn. In the US, that's another $108. So you add all that up, it's just under $1,000 US simply by you share, they share. So this is what you want to teach. Become a consultant as fast as possible, and then teach your new customer, if they want, to become an associate and become a consultant as fast as possible. Now, not everyone's going to want to do that. Some people, a lot of people, let's face it, are going to want to just take advantage of the products and use the products and not share. That's okay. You're looking for the few that want to get involved and share with other people. That's how you do the you share, they share. A little bit about our founders. This is John Anderson on the left. He's a formulator. And then you've got Jim and Kathy Coover on the right and Eric Coover in the middle. I'm going to break this up a little bit here. Stan Yago, if you would just real briefly introduce yourself, your background, why you chose Isagenix, and tell us a little bit about this incredible founder. Please keep it short. I got a lot to cover in a short period of time. Stan Yago, one of our top leaders in the U.S.
Thanks, Chuck. I appreciate that. Yeah, my background, again, my name is Stan Yago, and my background is working with the NFL. I'm a professional trainer. I've worked with the NFL, NHL, which is the National Hockey League. I've also worked with amateur hockey, amateur bodybuilders, professional bodybuilders. One of the reasons that I joined this company is because of the complete transformation information that we have with Isagenix. It allows us to be able to take people all the way through the complete transformation system. John Anderson is a phenomenal individual. I've known about John Anderson before I knew about Isagenix. John Anderson is known as the mineral man in the industry. In my industry, he was known as the top formulator in the world. One of the things that John Anderson has done for us that is just unbelievable is that he has made over 2,000 different formulations and sold them to over 600 different companies. One of the things that he's doing for us is he is making us our own products. I mentioned, Chuck, that he's made over 2,000 products and sold over to 600 different companies. 75 of those companies are no longer here anymore. And what happens in the industry that everybody on this live Zoom needs to understand is that when people buy formulations, they water them down after a period of time to increase their profitability. So when those products get retested later on, after they've been formulated, most of them, over 90% of them, don't register what has actually been said in the initial formulation. We have John Anderson formulating for us the concentrated process of supplementation that is allowing us to get massive amounts of results in short amount of time because we're using non-watered down products. His team, his excellent team, has helped us be one of the leaders in the industry. Just one side note, Chuck, and I'll throw it back to you, is I just read in Inc. 5000, which is on the direct news sellers information the other day, that Isagenix has been recognized as the fastest growing company consistently since 2007 all the way through 2016. That is impressive information. That means the products are working, or it wouldn't happen like that. Thank you, Chuck. Back to you.
Stan, thanks for jumping on like that. And we're going to get into some stats now, and then I'm going to let Michael Weeder, from his perspective as a CEO of a direct sales company, address some of these stats. This is very, very exciting. I have a little trouble sleeping when I do this presentation at night. I know it's late there in the UK, but fortunately it's late afternoon here, so calm down a little bit so I can get some sleep. You can see the growth over the years of Isagenix, and as Stan just alluded to, we've been one of the fastest growing companies over the last 10 years, and it's been slow, steady, methodical growth, and now we're ready for massive growth as we expand internationally. We've been in business 15 years. We're now open in 13 countries and growing. $5 billion in cumulative sales. And this year, 2017, we're projected and on pace to top $1 billion in one single year for the first time. Here are some stats I want to show you. And then, again, I'm going to let Michael Weeder share from his perspective. But fasten your seatbelt and try to understand what I'm about to share with you. Amway is the #1 company in the direct selling space at $8.8 billion a year. They're in 100-plus countries, and they've been around since 1959. I'm only going to go through the top 3 here, and then I'm going to roll down to Isagenix. Avon, #2, $5.7 billion. Again, over 100-plus countries. Started in 1884. I don't think many of us on this call were alive in 1884 when Avon started. And in Herbalife, $4.5 billion a year, 100-plus countries. Started in 1980. Now, I want to scroll down to the next slide, and I want you to look down at the bottom there. Number 26, Isagenix, coming in at just under $1 billion at the time of this listing. This year, we're projected to go over $1 billion. And from all people I'm talking to, they're projected within the next 36 to 48 months, we will double that and be at $2 billion. But let's just talk a real number right here. Back at the time of this, $924 million. That put us at number 26 globally. But look at the number of markets we're in compared to the other companies. 13. And we've been around since 2002, 15 years. This is absolutely incredible when you put in perspective about where we are, timing and positioning, and what this can mean for you, especially in the UK as we get ready to open up the entire Europe. UK is the gateway. So, Michael, I know you got to be chomping a bit. You're the expert at sharing this perspective. Anything you want to comment on this slide?
You know, the only thing that I wanted to mention, Chuck, was, you know, when the opportunity to be able to do an alliance with Isagenix first came up for me, I've been aware of Isagenix since 2002, since they first started. I've just watched, they've been the quiet giant in the industry. They've just steadily grown each and every month, each and every year. I think they had 1 year, I think it was 2009, where they went backwards about 3%. But other than that, 15 years of just good, solid, steady growth, building that foundation. We've seen companies in the industry that have gone, had the rocket ship kind of thing, but then come crashing down. Companies like Visalis did that. Companies like Monavi did that. Where they had a good ride. But this company is basically, it's what they've done is they've built a good, solid foundation around phenomenal products, a great compensation plan. And when you look at those other companies, Chuck, so go to that first slide again, if you would, where you had the top companies. When you look at the Amways, the Avons, the Herbalife, the Mary Kays, and companies like that, guys, you got to realize that not only, this company, the majority of these companies, Amway, Avon, Herbalife now, they're getting more than half of their revenue from Asia. And our company hasn't even really expanded into Asia yet. Korea is going to be our first really main foray into the Asian marketplace next year. We just launched Europe with the UK several months ago. We're going to be expanding into Ireland and then also into the Netherlands here, and then we'll go into Germany. We're going to do Korea here next year. Will be an expansion into Korea. And that's why I really feel like over the next 36 years, this company will at least double their revenue and go from $1 billion to $2 billion. And, when you look at the network marketing space and you look at, hey, do I get involved with a new company basically that's going to be where I'm the first and it's going to be a rocket ship? Well, hopefully it's going to be a rocket ship. The reality is, guys, 95% of the businesses will fail in their first 5 years. And even if they have a little run, you're going to find yourself potentially and probably having to rebuild at least 2 or 3 times. The thing that I really liked about Isagenix, they've got a great foundation. They've built a great culture. They've got tremendous products. They've just really started their international expansion. And I believe that, that being with a company that'll do $1 billion, that has a great chance, and I truly believe will be $2 to $3 billion in the next 36 to 60 months, is a much, much better opportunity than a startup company where you're dealing with all the problems that are associated with the startup, and where that 95% of those businesses are going to go out of business in the first 5 years. And so I can't tell you how well positioned you guys are with this company, especially as we continue and start our international expansion with the product line that they have. And I will tell you, I've been to corporate now a couple different times. The management team over there, the executives over there, the culture that they've built is really second to none that I've seen in the network marketing industry. And I've been around this space for almost 30 years now. So that was one of the reasons that we did the alliance. And we're just, I have not regretted it one day since we did this. There's not been one day that I've actually regretted it or second guessed the decision. So back to you, Chuck.
Thank you, Michael. And Michael, we want to thank you also for connecting us with Herb and Patty Cepeda. And as you look at the slide now, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to see where Herb and Patty Cepeda fall in the top 200. At the time of this listing, they were number 36 in the top 200. You'll notice Dexter Yeager of Amway, number 3 overall at $1.3 million a month. Herb and Patty Cepeda at the time of this listing were $280,000 a month. Number 36. Now, you got to remember, Herb and Patty Cepeda have only been in Isagenix for 9 years. Dexter Yeager had been in Amway, it seemed like forever, when I was about 20-plus years ago. So look at the time differential there, and then realize the timing position we're in, not even having opened up Asia yet to any real extent. As we open up Korea, that'll be our first real launch into Asia. And in the UK, we're just getting started there. So the globe is it's just wide open to us. So we're very, very excited about the potential we have. Here's something to help you understand what Michael was saying about Asia and how these other companies get so much of their growth through Asia. look at Amway. Again, in sales, ranked number 1. They have 8 of the top income earners. In the top 200, they have 8 in North America. 8 since 1959. Scroll down to Isagenix. We've been around 15 years. We have 13 of the top 200 in North America. What does that tell you? That tells you that more people make more money with Isagenix. It's very, very exciting when you understand these numbers. Here are just people in Isagenix. Look at the monthly incomes these people are making in Isagenix and where they rank in the top 200 in the industry. Absolutely amazing, folks. These people are all earning over $1 million a year. There's about 25 people right now, last year, earned over $1 million in 1 year with Isagenix. We are in the right place at the right time. In fact, in Vegas, at the celebration event, they had these big posters on the wall. Here are some pictures of those posters. Look at the number of people making over $100K a year, $250 a year, $500 a year, $750, and $1 million. Wow. How exciting. This is not cumulative here. This is annual income. This is a picture of Kwang Soo and some of his team. He is a consultant to Isagenix, but he's also in the business. He's a part of our upline support team. He's helping open up South Korea for Isagenix. He's helping consult them on how to do it right. This Saturday, he's going to be doing a call, and he's going to have Patty Cepeda as his guest speaker. Be sure and listen into that call. He has a tremendous perspective on this business, but having Patty Cepeda on that call, it's going to be very special. So make sure you make plans to join us. Go to teamofhope.com, teamofhope.com. We got the entire schedule there. But that call, we got 3 of them Saturday. That call is absolutely going to be amazing. Here are just some pictures of our upline support team, Patty and Herb Cepeda, with my daughter Jessica, my wife Diane, and I. BeSetFreeLife.com, that is our site. Go there. That is our team support site, BeSetFreeLife.com. Here's a private reception with Jim and Kathy Coover, 2 of the co-founders of the company. You got Herb Cepeda on the far left, Patty Cepeda on the far right, Kwang Soo there in the middle, and some of the top leaders on the team. Here's just a picture with Jim and Kathy Coover, my wife and I. Here's a picture of Travis Garza, Chief Sales and Marketing Director of Isagenix. Many of you got to meet him over in the UK. Phenomenal leader. He doesn't just lead the sales in North America. He is the global leader of the sales team. Very exciting. And then you all know Kevin. Kevin is the UK general manager. Get to know him even better. Go by the office. Use the office. The office is there for you. Use it. Use it a lot. Use them a lot. And then I want to wrap up our call with this. If you haven't signed up for the Championship Challenge yet, please do that as soon as we get off the phone here.
Pupunta pala ka sa boss ko. Ano ba yun?
All right, so go to your back office. Go to isagenix.com, log into your member office, back office. Look at contest and promotions, and then look at the screen for the Championship Challenge. Get signed up. If you don't have a team of 6, and you 6 in the UK, you got the core right there. You guys ought to all go together and become a team, and then you compete, and there'll be top winners in different markets. This is a phenomenal way. Even if you're not worried about winning the cruise, and I know you guys are, you love cruises, so go ahead and win it. I plan on winning it. I want to be a double winner. I want to win it as an individual, and more importantly, I want to win it as a team. So I've got a team of 6. We're in here. We're competing. I think we're like 231 out of, I don't know how many thousand, but the goal for us is to get the top 25 teams. In the United States, the top 25 teams win a cruise for 2 for the whole team. That's very, very exciting. The top 50 individuals in the United States. Now, you got to go and look for your market, but it's set up as a global contest, but there'll be winners in every market. So choose to win. It's not too late. You've got till December 31st when it ends. And here's the deal. Right now, for this week and next week through September 17th, there's a special going on where you can earn double points in the contest. So if you'll get serious about this contest right now, you can catch up with the people that got a head start on you because of the double points this right now. So as you become a manager, a crystal manager for the first time, or a manager if you've already been in past the 60 days, you get double points and extra prizes. So as soon as we get off this call, if you're interested in becoming a manager or helping people on your team become managers, get with me, because that's what I'm focused on. That's all I'm focused on, is bringing in new people myself. 3 or more a week is my goal. Helping people become consultants. And by helping people become consultants, I'm helping people enroll them and become managers. That's it. Don't focus on anything else. That's it. Your own personal product experience, personally set up new accounts, and helping people become consultants. That's it. That's what you want to focus on. So with that, I want to thank you for joining us today. I hope you've enjoyed today's call. I am so proud of your product results. Now it's time to turn it up a notch and start sharing those results with other people and watching your business grow. You all know, what's it worth to feel better and look better and live a happy, healthy life? There's no price tag you can put on that. We have something, as Michael Weeder said, for many of us, it saves us money because we're using Isagenix as our main food supply. So I'm going to stop the recording and we'll stick around and answer any questions you might have.